What pissed me off was when they called Sharon Osbourne a racist because she agreed with Piers Morgan. I'm like, why is she racist? Because she's white?
There's backstage drama at the talk today over fresh allegations against Sharon Osbourne. Former co-host Leah Remini is accusing her of using racially charged language to describe the other women on the show. The controversy started last week with Osbourne's heated exchange with Cheryl Underwood. Osbourne came to the defense of her friend Piers Morgan after he stormed off the set of his British morning show.
How can I be racist about anybody or anything in my life? How can I?
Well, I tell you,
what?
We'll be right back.
What?
We have more topics, so don't go away.
And I think we should stop this.
Now, Leah Remini, who co-hosted the show for one season starting in 2010, is quoted in a published report as accusing Osbourne of using racial slurs to refer to former co-host Julie Chen, whose heritage is Chinese, and homophobic language about Sarah Gilbert, who is gay. Former co-host Holly Robinson Peete also claims Osbourne called her too ghetto for the show.
I pointed this out in my my rap album. I'm like, how the fuck is Sharon Osbourne a racist? You know what I'm saying? Like, wasn't Rachel Ozzy's hairdresser black? And how the fuck is Sharon a fucking racist when Rachel was black? Rest in peace, Randy and Rachel. And fuck the trolls, fuck the trolls. And fuck yo race baiting too, motherfucker. I'm like, okay, if Sharon Osbourne's fucking racist, how come this is the first time we're hearing about it? I coined the term race baiting for a reason, because it just fits the narrative, doesn't it? Oh, you're white, so automatically you're racist. Oh, you're a man, you're automatically sexist. Oh, you're straight, you're automatically homophobic. That's what it is. These automatics can fuck off. I'm like, if you got a problem with Sharon Osbourne, talk to her via email or one of her team members, but fucking leave Ozzy the fuck out of it, dude. It pissed me off when they were sending Ozzy and Sharon threats and shit. I'm like, Jesus fucking Christ. You can't discuss things like a civilized adult. You can't go on social media and be like, well, I disagree with what she said, and then leave it at that, you know? People get so fucking triggered anymore. It's annoying as fuck, dude. It's fucking stupid, YouTube. When I was in school, we learned the basics. Reading, writing, math, arithmetic, English, history, gym class, home ec. Extras like choir, whatever. Now they're teaching gender theory to grade schoolers. And I'm like, these little bastards are not mature enough or smart enough to grasp the full concept of gender theory. Just save that crap for when they were in high school, man. Jesus Christ. And offer it as a suggestion. Don't just force them to take it. Hashtag stop grooming kids. There, I said it. Well, when you heard Sharon talk about what went down with the talk and her friend and how she was like a lamb left for slaughter, and no one cared because she's white and because she's Sharon. And I'm like, that's race baiting for you. Everyone else's feelings matter, but if you're white, oh, because of the way white people were back in the day, no one gives a fuck about your feelings, you stupid cracker. And I'm over here like, doesn't that make it a tad bit hypocritical? I mean, sincerely, it's hypocritical as shit. Minge on wah, poor me, my feelings, but then when it comes to someone else's feelings, well, fuck you, your ancestors were dicks to my dicks. So now society says I get to be a dick to you right back. And if you say anything about it, I want to say check your privilege. I'm like, when the ones saying check your privilege become the oppressors. Every race has been enslaved since the dawn of time, if you want to be technical about it. But think about it like this. Whenever you throw stereotypes of black people in their face and they say we're not all like that, and as soon as they try to defend themselves, if you said it's just black tears and black fragility and this and that, black people, rightfully so, you'd be pissed off. You know, I'll say it with an A, so calm down, you know, when you're having a nigga moment. I said it with an A, calm down. You know what I'm saying? Well, one of your friends is making a tomfoolery of themselves, making the whole goddamn community look bad. You know what I'm saying? Black people know what I'm talking about. Chris Rock, you said it. They call it a nigga moment. And it's like, dude, could you not? Well, you know, white people have those moments too. We call those a cracker moment. One of your white friends is just being a racist piece of shit. And it's just like, could you not? Please? You're representing all of white people right now. Could you not? There's already this negative stereotype that all white people are racist. Could you not? Oh, he gonna do it. Oh, cracker gonna do it. Will Smith slapping Chris Rock at the Oscars. That's a nigga moment. Which I would have done the same goddamn thing, except I would have hit Chris Rock where it hurt. Chris Rock was making fun of my wife for having short hair. I would have been like, where's your wife at, nigga? Because you ain't funny enough to get a wife. That's what's up. You were like, oh. The G.I. Jane bit was just, I don't know, it was trashy and low-hanging fruit. You know what I'm saying?
Jada, I love you. G.I. Jane 2, can't wait to see it. All right? That was a nice one. Okay.
Because of the stereotype that women have to have long, flowing, gorgeous hair, you know, and if a woman shaves her head, she, you know, whatever. And I'm like, that's stupid.
Keep my wife's name out your fucking mouth.
I'm going to, okay?
Keep my wife's name out your fucking mouth. And to be fair, in Will Smith's defense, Chris Rock would constantly dog on Will Smith and his wife every time. It's just like that was the bit. And you know what I'm saying? And believe me, I know the feeling when someone dogs on you nonstop and they're right in front of you saying it, you want to fucking, you know.
Oh, wow. Wow. Will Smith just smacked the shit out of me.
A lot of people are saying, well, Will Smith acted unprofessionally. And I'm like, nigga, fuck you. He was defending his wife. You want to call him a simp? You want to call him a cuck? That's none of your damn business. If Will Smith and his wife are there for the kids, then that's what's up. Although, to be fair, if it were gender reversed, if Will Smith was fucking one of his daughter's 18-year-old friends, everyone would call him a piece of shit, typical male, wouldn't they? Oh, yeah, they would. They'd be sitting there going, oh, you need to leave his ass, girl. Kick that zero. Blah, blah, blah. But when she does it, oh, she is a sexually empowered and liberated woman. And I'm like, right. The love will make you do some stupid shit, dog. And I like Will Smith, and Chris Rock's all right. So, like, you know, seeing the little tiff, I was just like, what? And when that made headlines, that's all anyone fucking talked about for 2 weeks straight. And I'm like, calm the fuck down. It's just two black people having a nigga moment. I say it with an A at the end because I hate racism. I'm not going to just drop hard ER on y'all like that. Even though I've been to jail, I'm not going to do it. But that is my wife. I'd punch a motherfucker for talking shit on my girlfriend, especially if it wasn't true. I'd be like, that's my woman, dude. Shut your fucking mouth. I'm not trying to be a dick, but black people can say the word cracker and redneck and nobody calls them racist. Yes, we're going to have that argument. I respect black people and I'm down for the cause. But it's like, if you don't want people saying the N-word, then why the fuck y'all saying it? Samuel L. Jackson said it in that one movie, you're teaching the white man to say it.
Nigger is a derogatory term used to insult our ancestors. See, if a white man used it, you'd be ready to fight. Your using it teaches him to use it. You're saying it's cool. Well, it's not cool. And when you're around me, I don't want to hear that shit. We clear?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
And if you try telling a black person he couldn't call you a cracker because that's racist and that's white people's words only, he'd tell you to shut your racist cracker mouth up. That's what he'd say. The term redneck is actually really offensive to Scottish and Irish people. This is why black people get a pass with that, because black people were enslaved. So were white people, but the only difference is, is African tribes their leaders would sell off members of their tribe to white colonists. You know, imagine just chilling out in your village and then one day your tribe leader says, "Oh, I made gold pieces on for you. Pack your shit. You're going to America." Versus where the Irish and Scottish were not forced to come here. They chose to come here to escape a harsh life. And they were enslaved by their fellow white people, if you believe that. When the Irish and the Scottish would work out in the hot sun, their necks would turn red from sunburn. And that's, my friends, where the term redneck came from. But now it's culturally evolved into get her done.
Get her done. Get her done.
Get her done.
Get her done.
And honestly, when it comes to black versus white, there's just so much hatred on both sides. So like, if you want to get mad at me for saying the word nigga, putting an A at the end and not just dropping hard ER and sticking the landing, I think there's a bigger fucking issue here, people. I'm cool with black people 1000%, dude. I grew up with black friends. Sure did. I watch a lot of black YouTubers. And I'm all about fighting racism and sexism. And I always say power to the people and believe in yourself. You know, that's what Cobra Cult's about. Because we are stronger in numbers. This is how society likes to segregate us as people, separating us black versus white, gay versus straights, Republican versus Democrats. They do it through social media, social population, and political opinion, and just life in general. We live in a society, as they would say. And people are so goddamn distracted by it, too. This is how they control us, people. This is how our society controls us, by segregating us based off of our differences. Rich, poor, trans, non-binary, straight, whatever. And it's gotten so bad now that fucking the gay and the trans community are fighting. LGBT doesn't want to be a part of it anymore. What's the fight over? We're all people existing on this shitty planet, and the world would be a much better place if we'd help each other instead of fighting over stupid political bullshit. Well, you're trans, you're not. You're gay, you're not. You support gun rights, you don't support gun rights. You're a stupid radical Republican. Yeah, well, you're a fucking libtard piece of shit. It's a quote from Star Wars Episode 1, The Phantom Menace. Little baby Anakin Skywalker, barely old enough to shit and piss on his own. He says to his mom, "Mom, you said the biggest problem with this world is nobody helps each other." And that's the goddamn truth. Living that gangsta goth thug life, sticky with the knife, end your fucking life. They call it a nigga moment.
Yo, look at this devil, yo. Y'all see this devil? There's a lot of things that need to be said about Al Bundy, a.k.a. KingCobraJFS, this dirty-ass white boy. You have black friends, so what? You have black friends? You don't know black friends, nigga. You white piece of shit. You still up there talking about that racist shit. White boy, you letting this internet and this YouTube make you feel real comfortable